time with Mr. Cole.
Come on, Sadie. I need to throw this in the trash. What is recycle? I don't have time for this. I want to play my banjolele. You say it's important. Okay. Wait, what's this? Storybox? I wonder what's inside. It's a story. Hello, students. My name is Mr. Cole. I am very excited to be reading a story with you today. The title of this story is Recycle. This story was written and illustrated by Travis Schaefer. That means he wrote both the words and drew the pictures. As we read this story, if you have one of these, this is a picture communication board which you can use to answer questions or think of things in your house that you can recycle. If you don't have one, that's okay, because your parents or guardians can email me and I can send them a copy. If you use other sorts of pictures to communicate, I think these would be a great things to use as we read this story. But let's get started. Let's turn the page. We recycle. We can recycle many things. So there are many, many things that we can recycle. And as we read this, I want you to think about what are the things that you can recycle in your house. And while you're thinking about that, we can go ahead and turn the page. We recycle aluminum. We can recycle aluminum foil. So this is foil. Foil is a type of aluminum that you can recycle. There are other things made out of aluminum, like aluminum cans, and maybe there's other aluminum materials that you can use to recycle. So when you're done using this for cooking, like vegetables or cookies, this can go in your recycle bin. I want you to keep thinking about those different things that you can recycle. Turn the page. We recycle plastic. We can recycle a milk jug. This is a plastic milk jug. Maybe you don't drink milk, and that's okay. If you do, sometimes they'll come in plastic like this. Also, sometimes you can get water or juice in these plastic jugs. A milk jug is made out of plastic, but there are other things that are made out of plastic, such as small plastic bottles, or maybe there's plastic jars of peanut butter, and these are all things that we can put into the recycle. Let's turn the page. We recycle paper. We can recycle a newspaper. Newspapers are things that we get information from. You may have heard of News to You, but they tell you about things that are going on in your community or around the world. This is one of those things that you can recycle. So a newspaper is made out of paper, but there are many things that are made out of paper that we can recycle, like old magazines. These are made out of paper and can be recycled. Or we have boxes that groceries come in. This is an empty popcorn box that can go in the recycle bin that's made out of paper. I think there are more things that we can recycle. So what are some more things that we can recycle? Let's turn the page. We recycle glass. We can recycle a glass jar. This is a glass jar. It had salsa in it. Maybe there's other things that you have glass jars for, like pasta or there might be other vegetables that or foods that stay in jars, like jelly. And jars are made out of glass. Let's go ahead and turn the page. We recycle tin. We can recycle a soup can. This is a big soup can. There are other kinds of smaller tin cans. This is Annie's cheesy raviolis. After I'm done eating this, I can put the tin can into the recycling bin. So tin is another thing that can be recycled at home. Let's turn the page. We recycle. We can recycle many things. Let's turn to the last page. The end. Thank you for reading the story. And if we go ahead and turn this page, we can look at all of the different pictures from the story. So what are all of the many different things that can be recycled? So using your communication board or your pictures, we are all going to take turns on going through and answering questions. So one of the first things that we're able to recycle is aluminum foil. If you can find aluminum foil, it's these two pictures here. I want you to think about what are some things in your house that you've seen or cooked with that use aluminum foil that could be recycled. The other things that we can use for the recycle are plastic jugs. There are lots of different kinds of plastics, maybe from empty shampoo bottles, water bottles. After you're done blowing bubbles, those are often made out of plastic and can be recycled or reused. We also talked about newspaper, but there are many different kinds of papers, not just newspapers. Maybe you'll use magazines that can be recycled. Empty popcorn boxes are made out of paper and those can be recycled. And we also talked about aluminum and glass. So there are lots of many things that we can recycle at home. I really appreciate your time today and for listening to the story. And although the story is finished, I am looking forward to seeing you again. Bye.